From In the Heat of the Night, I'm Anne-Marie Johnson.
And live from Spargo, I'm Wolfgang Park.
And I'm Barbara Lazaroff.
From Love Connection, I'm just glad to be here.
Hi, I'm Lori Fetrick, the American Gladiator. You know me as Ice.
From Dodger Stadium, I'm Brett Butler, ready to play the game that's the star of every party. Scattergories.
And here's the guy that keeps us all in line, Danny Clark.
Oh, thank you very, very much. Welcome to the game. Everybody's playing Scattergories. Now, you've met the stars who'll be helping you play the game. Let's meet our players. And I got to caution you, gentlemen, these women are difficult. They are tough. These are champions. You've won $6,500 so far. Diana Harvey, would you introduce us, please, to your cohorts?
I certainly would. I have Laura Langham from Detroit, Michigan, Elaine Lidster from Rexburg, Idaho, and Dawn Danoon from Moundsville, West Virginia.
Welcome back one more time. And Jeff Gilbert, let's introduce the lambs to the slaughter.
Well, these are the gentlemen that's going to be doing the slicing here. Todd Abakian from Fresno, California. Steve Ullman from San Francisco, California. And Dan Avila from Cutback, Montana.
Thank you, gentlemen. I mean, I kid you not. I don't want to frighten you, but they have killed every men's team aboard so far, so the guys in the audience are rooting for you. We know it's going to be tough, but in any case, players, here we go with round number one. The category is words you might use to describe yourself to a blind date. In a moment, I'm going to give you a letter, and you have to come up with a word you think belongs in that category, starting with the letter. This first one is a toss-up. I see you're all poised and ready to go. All right, words you might use to describe yourself to a blind date, beginning with the letter S. And the women have it. Elaine.
Stunning.
Stunning. Oh. Very good idea. That gives you 1 point. Puts your team up to bat. Now your team will have 15 seconds to come up with the words until you fill up your card. There's one rule: no player can answer twice in a row, and you'll have 15 seconds starting now. Words you might use to describe yourself to a blind date. S. Yes, Dawn.
Short.
Elaine.
Sinful.
Laura.
Separated.
Diana.
Stylish.
Anybody else? Laura.
Sensuous.
Elaine.
Sleek.
All right, I think we've got it. Somebody said sinful? All right, we have stunning and short and sinful and separated and stylish and sensuous and gentleman. We're describing yourself to a blind date. Any one of those words you want to challenge? Now, Todd, put your hand up. Don't be so anxious. We got a tough jury over here. These are all ex-players of Scattergories. If you're wrong, they're going to nail you. It'll cost you points. But if you want to go ahead.
All right, I'm going to go for it.
Which one?
Separated.
Separated?
Yeah.
Okay, Todd, all right, fine.
You're a man of the 90s, Todd. These things happen. You could explain that to me. All right, jury, the man is quibbling about the word separated. Words you might use to describe yourself to a blind date. Is separated acceptable, yes or no? Hang your head, Todd. You lost it. All right. Let's see where we head here. The ladies have scored 7 points now. Much good luck to you now. It's a chance to go to the celebrity board, and we have some very interesting people up there. As a matter of fact, you met them at the top of the show. Let's meet them again, starting with one of the stars of In the Heat of the Night.
Hi, I'm Anne-Marie Johnson.
This is my wife-to-be, Barbara Lazaroff.
And this is my husband, Wolfgang Park.
On my driver's license, it says Charles H. Woolery II, but I'm Chuck to my friends.
From American Gladiators, I'm Lori Fetrick.
Hi, I'm Brett Butler. And I hope the rest of you guys know how to play your position.
Oh, they will, Brett. Fear not. Everybody on the team must pick one of the celebrities. You score a point every time you find a word that you haven't already given. If you hear any one of your words repeated, you will lose a point. And, of course, the words on our celebrity board can't be challenged. Diana, who do you want to start with?
I think I could trust Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie, we are talking about words you might use to describe yourself to a blind date, and the women have come up with stunning, short, sinful, separated, stylish, and sensuous. They are hoping and praying that you don't say any of those things in describing a blind date. How would you do it?
I think the most obvious, the most apropos, and the most usable word I would use to describe myself is the word slinky.
There you go. Got that down. Laura, pick one, please.
Oh, I'd like to go with Wolfgang and Barbara.
All right, Wolfgang, how would you describe yourself? I gotta see this. Wolfgang, how would you describe yourself to a blind date?
Well, I would tell my blind date that I'm very sinful.
You could never, ever predict that one. Elaine, which celebrity do you want?
I'm hoping Mr. Woolery will help us.
Chuck, we've got left, stunning, short, separated, stylish, and sensuous. What do you say?
I think stylish.
This is not working very well for you folks here. We have two choices left, Ice and Brett, and Dawn, it's up to you.
Oh, gosh. Brett.
All right, Brett. Again, words you might use to describe yourself to a blind date. This does not look like a man who will say stunning.
You're trying to get me in trouble. I've been married 12 years, so I got to go back a little bit. And the word I think I could describe myself would be sensitive.
Sensitive, there you go. All right, congratulations. You pick up 7 points. Gentlemen, it's your turn, same category. 15 seconds on the clock. It starts as soon as I give you the letter. It is the letter L. Steve.
Likable.
Dan.
Lean.
Jeff.
Lover.
Anybody else? Steve again.
Lusty.
Todd.
Ludicrous.
Jeff.
Lonely.
All right, and I think that's lonely. Man is desperate. Desperate.
Hypothetically speaking.
Likable, lean, lover, lusty, ludicrous, and poor old lonely Todd. Ladies, you're really gonna. What on earth are you gonna challenge?
If you want to go out on a date, you would not describe yourself as ludicrous. There's no way.
Come to think of it, I don't knows you would win a lot of points. Well, I don't want to prejudice the jury, gentlemen. On your behalf, you might. Is that word acceptable, yes or no? Ludicrous. The one lady in the back. Emma, God bless you. The men love you for that. One answer. All right. In any case, where do we stand? 7-5, guys. Dan, pick a celebrity over here and let's see if we can add up some points.
I just want to hear what Ice did on her first blind date.
Well, I don't know if that's what you're going to hear. I would like to hear that too, but she is going to describe words you might use to describe yourself to a blind date. Hopefully not saying likable, lean, lover, lusty, or lonely. Ice?
If I'm going to describe myself for the phone, first time blind date, I would say I'm very likable.
Uh-oh. Down you go. Steve?
Let's hear what Anne-Marie Johnson says.
Anne-Marie, blind date, describe it.
I think if there was any doubt who I was in a restaurant, I would only tell the person on the other end of the line, look for the woman who is luscious.
Luscious, all right. Todd?
Oh, gosh. Brett.
All right, Brett. We're talking about words you might use to describe yourself to a blind date. We have lean, lover, lusty, lonely. What do you say?
I think a woman's always looking for someone that's going to be around for a while, and for me, the word would be loyalty.
There you go. Nicely done. The score stands now at 7-6. It's getting close, Jeff. We're sort of counting on you here. Which one do you want?
Let's go for Charles II.
Charles Chuck Woolery, describe that blind date word.
I think that using the letter L, definitely the thing that's most important to any woman, at least in Southern California, is loaded.
The score is tied, gentlemen. You have created a minor miracle. Congratulations. This has never happened before. We'll be back with round number 2 right after this.
And we'll be back in 2 and 2.
Hey, Wolfgang, why don't you run in the kitchen and make us a snack? Back to Scattergories and Dick Clark.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. Thank you very much. Players, here we go with round 2. This time everything is worth 2 points, and the team with the high score at the end of this round wins the game. Good luck to all of you. Gentlemen, we'll start with you since it's 7-7. It's a tie. Here you go. Someone you might tell your troubles to. And the letter is B. Go. Todd.
Best friend.
Yes, Dan.
Brother.
All right, Jeff.
Bartender.
Steve.
Oh, I was going to say bartender.
Dan.
Bookie.
All right, anybody else? Steve.
Buddy.
Buddy, yes. Jeff.
Babysitter.
Yes, Todd. All right, babysitter.
Yeah.
You're strange, Jeff. You really are. We have best friend, brother, bartender, bookie, buddy, and babysitter. Ladies, you want a challenge, don't you? But you're not going to. You're going to be nice? All right. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take you over to the celebrity board in just a second. But let me flip it over to the women for a moment and give them the same subject. Someone you might tell your troubles to, only this time beginning with the letter P. All right, go. Laura.
Pope.
Diana.
Pediatrician.
Elaine.
Plastic surgeon.
Dawn.
Physician.
Anybody else? Diana.
Pet.
Anybody? Dawn.
Pal.
Elaine. And let's see, we have them there. Pope, pediatrician, plastic surgeon, physician, pet. Did you say your pet? I missed that one. And your pal. Gentlemen, is there anything wrong with any of those answers?
Absolutely not.
When the score is tied, everybody gets so cordial.
They're all good babysitters.
All right. Ladies, we'll go to the celebrity board. And Diana, would you select a player?
Yes, I would. I'd like to try Brett.
All right, Brett, we're discussing someone you might tell your troubles to. And we have listed Pope, pediatrician, plastic surgeon, physician, pet, and pal. He says pet, I'm in trouble. Please, sir.
Even at 35 years old, still, when I'm in trouble, I like to tell my parents.
All right, that makes sense. Laura, select the celebrity.
I think I'd like to try Chuck this time.
All right, Chuck. Who do you tell your troubles to, old fella?
Oh, it's the one you might tell your trial. Really obvious, don't you think? The psychiatrist.
All right, all right. Elaine, is it Anne Marie, Wolfgang, and Barbara, or Ice?
I think Ice has got a good answer for us.
All right. Ice, we're trying to avoid, for their sake, Pope, the pediatrician, the plastic surgeon, the physician, the pet, or the pal. Who do you tell your troubles to?
Well, if I have any problems, any troubles, I go directly to my pal.
Oh. All right, Dawn, now's the time to pick it up. Which are the last two?
I'm going to go with Wolfgang and Barbara.
Barbara, who do you talk to when you have troubles?
Well, if I converted, I might tell my troubles to a priest.
All right, there you go. 23 points for the women, 19 for the men. Gentlemen, Dan specifically, we're going to go to the board, and we'll ask you to select one of our celebrities.
Let's go with Chuck.
All right, Chuck, this time, same subject. Somebody might tell your troubles to, only the things that change. We have best friend, brother, bartender, bookie, buddy, babysitter. You need to find 3 new answers to tie, 4 to win. So we're looking for 3 here, guys. What's the good word?
I think probably most guys would be saying, oh, probably to their bartender.
This is it, guys. It's got to be 1, 2, 3 in a row. Steve, where do we go?
Let's hope Wolfgang and Barbara can keep us alive.
Wolfgang, someone you might tell your troubles to. We need a correct answer here. Don't say best friend, brother, bookie, buddy, or babysitter, please.
Okay, let me tell you, a lot of people like to tell their trouble to the boss.
Yeah. The boss. All right. 1 out of 3, Todd. We're counting on you.
Oh, my God. Anne Marie.
Anne Marie. Who do you tell your troubles to?
Although he really hates to hear from me, sometimes I have to share my woes with my brother.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. That's it. We have consolation gift for you. Ladies, you've won it again. Bonus round with $4,000 possibly coming up. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Does that mean we will be back too?
Are you kidding? They can't do this without us.
And now, once again, here's Dick Cloud.
All right. Thank you, Wolfgang. Ladies, you've done very, very well. You've won $500 of the game before. Now here's your chance to win up to $4,000 more with the help of our celebrities. Take another look at the celebrity board, and you'll see that each of them has a letter. In a moment, I'm going to give you a category, and then you'll have 20 seconds to come up with words starting with each of those letters. And if you get 2 under any letter, you may be able to win that $4,000 jackpot. Good luck. Here we go now. The category is things you put on in the morning. You've got 20 seconds. Go. Laura.
B, bathrobe.
Diana.
B, bra.
Elaine.
S, shoes.
Yes, anybody else? Diana.
T, tights.
All right, Laura.
S, slippers.
Dawn.
Oh, I had
Elaine.
T, towel.
Anybody else?
P,
Dawn.
purse.
Yes. Anybody?
C,
Diana?
clothes.
Laura?
P, powder.
Dawn.
I had a P.
Nope. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't bring it up again. I know what you're giggling about. It was very normal. There's a lot of stress here, folks. You got time's up. The jury says all of your answers are fine so far, and let's see how you do with our celebrities. Let's go first to the letter C. You said clothes. That'll be worth $50. It'll be worth double that if Chuck comes up with a new word. However, if you hear him repeat clothes, not so good. 0. Chuck, these are things you put on in the morning. What do you put on in the morning, Chuck?
in the morning, clothes.
That smarts, doesn't it? All right. Let's move over to the letter B here. The women have selected bathrobe and bra. And Anne-Marie, let's check it out. What do you put on in the morning?
Usually, if the mood strikes me, the first thing I do put on the morning is a bra.
We are going nowhere, ladies, so far. Let's go to the letter T and Wolfgang Puck. Wolfgang, we have put up on the board tights and towel. What do you put on in the morning?
Okay, some men put it in the morning. Not me. It's a toupee.
All right, now, you have captured that monitor. The significance of that, ladies, is we put $4,000 up behind one of those monitors. So far, you've got one of them. It could be behind there. Let's continue on to the letter P. Ice, we have on our list of goodies, purse and powder, things you put on in the morning. What do you say?
Hey, I don't feel dressed until I put on my perfume.
Well, another monitor worth possibly $4,000. You got two of them. Brett, things you put on in the morning, beginning with the letter S. We have shoes and slippers.
Well, getting up in the morning's always tough, but for me, even with my eyes closed, I can put on shaving cream.
Ladies, you have three possibilities to win yourself a $4,000 bonus. Right now, you've got $600. That's a paltry sum compared to what's coming up. Diana, pick one.
I'll go with Wolfgang.
Wolfgang, let's see if that's the one with the $4,000. Let's reveal it now. Ooh, sorry about that. Laura, maybe you'll have better luck. Which one? Ice.
Oh, let's go with the lady and go with Ice.
All right, Ice, we're looking for $4,000, not the word sorry. Let's look at it. Yay, there you go. You have won $4,000 for $10,500 so far. Congratulations. More in the offing. We'll see you tomorrow. For now, Dick Clark. So long.
Scattergories is a Reg Grundy production.